Hey, how's it fucking going? Okay, I've low-key been on a video grind these days, guys. I've been having the best of times and the worst of times, such as being 20, I suppose, but, how are you? Let me know. Hopefully well. I know January's a little bitch to everyone, so there's that. I'm gonna finish off my kombucha because I'm a raging... Ugh, don't you dare say that word. Okay, I caught myself. Relax. Of course, we're being joined here by the other version of me, you know? The yin to my yang. The fucking thorn in my side. Ah! You bitch! I'm kidding. The, ulcer in my stomach, or what did Napoleon say? Okay, don't bring historical figures into this. He was talking about like the Spanish, or the war that was going on in Spain, and he called it like the ulcer or something. I'm not even sure why I'm helping you, but he called the Spanish war the Spanish ulcer, which is apparently me. Yeah, exactly, that's you. That's you, baby. Shut up, bitch. Love you though. Love you too, bitch. So yeah, today I wanted to get on and talk a little bit about pain and the human experience. Don't make your snarky ass comment that, I mean, all we ever talk about, but go off, Little Miss Fresh content. I hate you. I know we've already talked about this. It's fascinating to me. So, basically what I wanted to start off with is you hear this all the time, okay? And I just recently have had so many experiences in my life where this has shown up over and over again and proved to me over and over again that I never ever know what is going on with certain people and like what goes on behind closed doors and what goes on beneath the surface and what happened in their life to make them who they are to this day and like give them the reasons that they're behaving the way that they are. Myself included, like shit, it's this cat and mouse game of figuring that out for me too. Like, why did I respond like that? Having to strip away all my layers and be like, why did I react like that? What the fuck caused me to do that? And how can I do better going forward? You know what I mean? So, having that grace A with myself and with others. And I don't ever want to sit here and make excuses for people's shitty behavior, because at the end of the day, shitty behavior is acceptable. What's not acceptable is fixing it or making a change going forward, because if you continue to be shitty, then shittiness is just going to follow you everywhere. I also have a bit of a potty mouth. I'm going to try to keep that in check this video. But, yeah, so having that certain understanding for other people and like why they are the way that they are based on the circumstances they've been given, and kind of knowing that they're doing the best that they know how, even if I want to hit them in the face sometimes. I guess just being less reactive overall has been very beneficial. It's hard to navigate the balance of like standing up for yourself and respecting yourself, but then also going too far and disrespecting another. That's a really hard place to be in, and setting boundaries for yourself. Because you don't want to ever take shit, but you also don't want to, like, be horrible to another person when they're trying their best. So it's this really hard balance that I'm really trying to work on, and it's hard, honestly. But, yeah. Giving others grace, the grace that I want to be given in this life, has been really important for me. And just knowing that every single person, it doesn't matter, like, status, it doesn't matter how much money, it doesn't matter what age they are, it really, like, none of that matters. People are fighting pain constantly and running from it in several different ways. And no one is immune to that. No person is. And fuck you if you think that someone is. Like, honestly, I hate when people try to discredit someone else's pain just because they are assuming shit about someone and about their life. Like, it may look like they have this perfect fucking life on the outside, and that's why social media is so dangerous, but I'm gonna really try to make sure that I stay on top of this video, because I tend to go off my nut sometimes. But, you know, everyone has and makes these certain assumptions about others and judgments, and it gets really easy to do And we don't mean to do it, like it's human nature, but also that's a really dangerous, toxic place to be because you never know what the fuck is going on with somebody. And I'm not saying you have to sit there, like I said, and take their shit, but also you need to be cognitive that everyone is fighting their own battles. And some battles you can't get involved in and you're gonna have to step away. Learning that I can't fix people. Wah wah. Oh, but don't you all worry. She tried numerous times. More on that too. I guess sort of my thoughts with it. Let's zip this up so I'm less of a slut. You can't fix somebody because they're not broken. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's broken. We all have our shared hurt and our shared shit that we've got. But if you spend all of your time fixing someone who you think is quote unquote broken, all that's gonna do is like fuck you up and break you. And it's no one else's job to fix anybody else but themselves. Like, you came here not to fix anyone else's problems, but to learn to deal with your own. So, yeah, and again, don't go around labeling people as broken. That's so stupid. And if they want to change and grow and fit, like, that's the only way you should be looking at it, is like room to grow. And you can always help, but you can't fix. There's nothing to fix. Nothing is yours to fix. Everything just is. And everyone just is. Again, if you work on yourself, people will want to step up to the plate and be better for you. That's just the way it is. So, stop wasting your time fixing people. I'm saying this out loud because I need to hear it. Okay, now back to our regularly scheduled program. Also, I need to stop. I have a horrible habit of checking myself out in the camera when I need to be looking right at you in the lens and checking you out instead. But also, just, I don't know. I feel like that's a really big perspective and a really good one to have, is realizing and being compassionate for other human beings. You ever think about that, Sherlock? Because you would want someone to be compassionate with you. Like, I know you would. Just like I would like people to be compassionate and kind and gentle with me. Like, people want that. People want to be understood. And in a world where every single one of us feels misunderstood in some way, shape, or form, like, it blows my mind that all of us feel misunderstood and feel like we're going absolutely out of our mind crazy, when it's not crazy. It's just life. And it's just the human experience, baby. So, you're doing good. Give yourself grace and slack. And fuck! Give others that same. Like, oh my god. Again, I had a situation recently where all my friends were beefing. Idiots. And I was just kind of like, I was in it, but I wasn't. I was like hearing everyone's point of view and perspective, and then that's when I realized that it was all just one big misunderstanding and that everyone's feelings and emotions were valid. They just needed to stop being little bitches, grow up and communicate and talk it out like adults. God. Oh, look at her face. She knows. She knows I'm about to call her ass out. I'm being a narcissist. Communication's hard for me too. But I was never taught good communication skills. I'm having to teach myself, which is fine. Having to teach myself a lot of things these days, which is fine. But yeah. Anyway, so don't go casting judgments. Don't go casting your own insecurities and projecting and being a little dickhead in this life if you can avoid it. I know you're gonna do it, because I do it too. We're human and we're gross like that, but just, I ask you to try to have the compassion that you'd want someone else to have for you. You know that golden rule that they like shove down your throat in elementary, to treat others the way that you want to be treated? How about you listen to that, Nancy? How about you listen to that, Hazley, with the Leigh weird spelling? Sorry, that's your name. It's great. It's gorgeous. You liar. I'm not lying. I'm not. It's a great name. We're gonna move on. But, yeah. Just have compassion. So, that now... Dude, sometimes I swear you just pretend to like kombucha. No, I love kombucha. What do you mean? I feel really great today, by the way. Total 180 from my last video when I was down in the dumps, but again, life is ups and downs, good days and bad days. And I'm glad I'm finally filming on a good day where I feel like this is normally how I am, or not normally how I am, but this is when I feel the best and when I'm at my best, so that's why I wanted to film today. And it's such a beautiful day outside. I'm gonna go take a little walk after this. Stoked. But, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm so happy for you because now I'm exhausted again. Go figure. Never ends. Endless loop. So, bringing into my next point after, like, making sure you have grace and compassion for other people because, like, there's so much going on underneath the surface of all of us that we don't like to talk about a lot of the time. So, basically, shut the fuck up and mind your own business. Okay? Cool. Now we're gonna get into pain in the human experience a little bit. Oh, goody. It always fascinates me, to my core, how, watching and observing how people cope with life. Because since, like, the dawn of time, literally no human ever has known how to cope with life. So we turn to substances, we turn to religion, we turn to self-destruction or self-help, you know, whoever you may be. We turn to music, we turn to dance, we turn to all of these things. We turn to hobbies and cooking and, like, or we don't and we turn into a really dark place. It's sad. Yeah, like I said, a lot of us look for what we want out of this life in substances, and I don't know. It just always fascinates me how people cope with life because we are all so confused. Like, at least I am. Like, why am I here? Do I have a purpose here? Is there even such a thing as a purpose? Is a purpose something that I have to find myself? And, you know, again, a lot of people use religion and they use like science. And, you know, no one can, very few people can just be okay with living and just chalking it up to, like, yeah, whatever. A lot of people, that's not cool with them. Like, they don't know why, and it stresses them out. So, like I said, they search for reasons to feel comfort and peace. Dare I say all of us do that, myself included. Like, and it's a crazy world we're in right now, man, and it's hard, and it sucks a lot of the time, and, like, there's a lot of hurt and a lot of anger and a lot of violence. And I mean, again, there has been since the dawn of time. I don't think there's ever going to be a history or a period in this earth where there's not any of that. Sucks to say, and I would love for us to, like, be working continuously, and I think that we are, as humans, as a humanity, working towards a greater good. I don't know, though. It's hard to say. I think it depends on how you look at it, but anyway, it always just blows my mind how we cope with life in different ways. And like I said, it looks different for everybody, but we're all just a little confused. And that's kind of sweet. In a way, it's kind of endearing that we're all just kind of suffering. But to be alive is to suffer. So yeah, I don't know, I was just thinking about that when I was driving, just like, wow, none of us really know how to cope with life, and we don't really know what's going on. So we just kind of, like, fuck up a lot. And that's okay. My biggest thing, the way I view life at this point, bound to change because you know, humans grow and things ebb and flow, and, you know, perspective, whoa, focus up. Perspectives and mindset changes. It's only natural, but my biggest thing that I think is a really good way of viewing life for me is, wow, yeah, okay, take your time. Way to keep us in suspense. I'm, like, on the edge of my seat here. Do you even have an answer? Learning and growing and discomfort and experiencing it all. Even the pain. Experiencing it all. That's what I want to do. I want to experience all the laughter and all the beauty and new people and new places and new things, and, like, every ounce of good this life has to offer, I want to experience it. And then on the other side of things, I want to experience the heartbreak of it all too. I want to feel all the things that it has to offer because I'm here, so I might as well. And I just get so scared and in my head, and we all do, and that gets in my own way a lot, and I hate that. And I want to be better about that, but that brings me to pain. There's nothing humans fear more than pain and hurting. Because it's such an uncomfortable feeling and we want comfort. All of us do. And so we search for that comfort again in certain people, places, things, substances, whatever the fuck. We want comfort, and discomfort is not fun. And pain is not fun. And so we will do anything in our power to hide from it and to run away from it. And that gets so toxic so fast, babe. Okay, let me just say, if you continuously run from your pain, you are going to be running and be in fight or flight and fear for your entire existence, because that pain will never go away unless it is addressed. And that is scary as fuck. And I've been experiencing that lately because there's been so many things about myself that I haven't wanted to talk about, and like shit that I've been pushing down, and that's not healthy. But the bottom line is, if you push away that pain, you can only hide from it for so long, and you can only suppress it for so long until it's going to start showing up in other areas of your life, and it's gonna get ugly fast because you don't have any control over it. It's controlling you. Without you even realizing that it's controlling you, it's controlling you. And that is a fucked place to be. Like I said, not fun, okay? And you need to embrace it, because it's not a bad or scary thing at all. And it's not an embarrassing thing either. I think a lot of us get in our head that like having pain and trauma and whatever the fuck is an embarrassing thing. Newsflash, bitch, you're not special. I'm sorry, you're not. You think you're the only one that feels pain? You think you're the only one that has trauma? You think that you are a victim to this life? No one is a victim to this life. We're just here. Like, it's not, you know, bad things have happened to you. Yeah, I would hope so. You're alive. Every single one of us is going to experience something quote unquote bad at some point in this life. And you can't be afraid of that. And I know it's easier said than done, because dude, I'm afraid of it too. There's loss, and there's pain, and there's suffering, and there's awful shit that's gonna happen. And you will let that awful shit control you and define you as a person if you don't learn to sit with it. If you don't learn to sit with your demons and have a little cup of whatever, Jack Daniels with them. Jack Daniels. Take some shots with Satan. No. But like, sitting with your pain is not a bad thing. Because the best part about like the bad times is like there's good times right around the corner too. Just like you're not exempt from bad and suffering because you're human, like none of us are exempt from that. And nothing is going to take away the bad or the suffering, because that is not how life works. But on the other side of things, on the pendulum, the other side of the pendulum, if you will, because I love, you know me, us, right, exactly. We like looking at both sides, you know, the two sides of us, the yin and the yang, the two sides of life, the balance, if you will. Well, somebody watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, I watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. If you haven't, you should watch it. Do yourself a favor. But it's a really good feel-good show, and it'll help you a lot, I think. It helped me anyway. But on the other side of things, there's so much good and beauty that's gonna happen to you too, you know? And so you gotta embrace every fucking thing that's presented to you, because why the hell not? It's gonna shape you. And yeah, it's gonna suck ass sometimes, but it's gonna be really gorgeous sometimes too. And like I said, I think the human experience is so versatile, and we're the same. Like, the human experience, no one's immune from it if you're alive, and no one gets out of pain or suffering. Like, and that goes back to my original point of people think that some people get out easy or have it easy. None of us have it easy. We have a heartbeat, and that's hard enough. We have air in our lungs, and that's hard enough to deal with sometimes. So I ask that you have grace with yourself and with other people. Do I mean being like a little... Oh, you're trying not to say that word, aren't you? You're trying real hard. I know you. I hate that word. Say it.
Say it.
Okay, fine, I'll say it. Pussy. Pussy ass bitch. And let people run you rampant and walk all over you? No. No. You should respect yourself too. I need to get into a whole video about self-respect because that's something that I'm wildly working on right now. And I want to work on that in my 20s so I can have that for the rest of my life, is self-respect and learning to stand up for myself, because I let myself get treated like shit when I was a teenager and was a people pleaser and got walked all over, and it wasn't fun, and I still kind of do sometimes. I'm trying to work out of that, but that's another topic. Let me know if you want me to make a video about that. I think I already have, but I tend to repeat myself. Wah wah. It's because I keep having to learn the same lessons over and over again. And all of us do. Throughout the course of our life, we're always learning new lessons and learning new things. So be gentle, is what I'm saying. Be gentle. Fuck. You're being too rough. You have practice saying that, huh? You're disgusting! Yeah. So yeah, that's what I gotta say. Thank you so much for watching. And I don't mean to be so mean in the fact, like, when I was saying earlier that you're not a victim, I don't do that to discredit your feelings. Your feelings are very real and they're very valid, and you shouldn't discredit those either. But also, it's important to keep a level head and just also remember that you're not alone, and like, this is not for any, like, this isn't happening to you because you're a bad person and like a victim, or to, like, you know what I mean? This is just happening because it's the human experience and it's teaching you a lesson of sorts. Learn from it. Grow from it. Like, that's all you can do with it. You can sit and try to wrestle or run from your pain all you want. That's gonna do nothing for you but get you in a really self-sabotagey, shitty place. I'm the master at that, trust. But also, just know that you're so much more than your pain, and you're fucking sexy, and you're gorgeous, and you deserve to live a good life. So yeah, let's do that together. Let's figure out what that looks like for us. I love you. I'm grateful to be on this journey with you. I know, cliche, but, and I'm proud of you. Oh, and see, you know it's getting real if we get real close to the camera. Really proud of you. I know it's not easy to be doing all this, and I see you. And I got you. Have a good day, sweetheart. I love talking to you. All seriousness, I love you. You're doing great. Heart. Thank God January's over. Okay. What the fuck? Goodbye. I love you.